Do you already have nickel stocks in your portfolio? Did you know that nickel is a rival for lithium? If you already know the answer, you are quite well informed. If not, let me explain to you why nickel may be a great investment for the future. In this video, we will answer the following questions. Why is nickel used in electric vehicle batteries, and how does it compare to other types of batteries such as lithium batteries? What are the advantages and disadvantages of using nickel in EVs? How is the demand for nickel in the battery industry expected to change in the future? What are promising companies in the field which investors should further evaluate? By the way, if you are interested about the lithium market, check out our last video on our channel. What is nickel? Nickel is a key component in nickel-manganese cobalt units, which are commonly used in the cathodes of lithium-ion batteries. Nickel-rich batteries are often preferred over lithium-ion batteries due to their high energy density, which means they can store more energy in a smaller space. This makes them ideal for use in EVs, where space is at a premium and a high energy density is important for long-range driving. In addition, nickel-rich batteries have a longer lifespan than lithium-ion batteries, which makes them more cost-effective in the long run. But it's not just about energy density and lifespan. Nickel also has other advantages that make it an attractive choice for use in EVs. It's a relatively abundant element, which means it's widely available and relatively cheap to produce. It's also a stable and safe material to use in batteries, which is important for the safety of the vehicle and its passengers. However, there is one disadvantage to using nickel in EVs. It's relatively heavy. This means that EVs that use nickel-rich batteries may be slightly heavier than those that use other types of batteries, which can impact the vehicle's range and performance. Despite this disadvantage, the high energy density and long lifespan of nickel-rich batteries make them an attractive choice for use in EVs. And it's no surprise that demand for nickel from the battery industry is set to significantly increase in the coming years. In fact, demand for nickel from the battery industry is expected to grow from around 280,000 tons per year currently to close to 314,000 tons in 2023, and even to double by 2025. Be aware that 2025 is not that much ahead. Now, let's move on to the production of nickel sulfate. Nickel sulfate is the correct definition of what we often refer to when we talk about nickel in electric vehicles. So don't be confused. The preferred method of producing nickel sulfate has traditionally been to dissolve nickel metal, such as nickel powder or briquette, in sulfuric acid. However, there are now intermediate products available that can be used instead of nickel metal, such as nickel matte and nickel mixed hydroxide precipitate, MHP. Nickel matte is a solid material made up of nickel, copper, and iron, while MHP is a powdery substance made up of nickel and hydroxide. Both of these intermediate products are made from the process of refining nickel ore, which is the raw material that is mined from the earth and processed to extract the nickel. So why are the intermediate products like MHP and nickel matte preferred over the traditional nickel? Well, the London Metal Exchange nickel price, which is the global benchmark for the industry, has been extremely volatile and reached record highs this year. This volatility has resulted in a move away from the use of nickel metal in the production of sulfate in China, with producers opting to use intermediate products instead. And while many producers outside of China still use briquette as an important part of their operations, the use of intermediate products is likely to become more widespread in the coming years. But it's not just about cost effectiveness. The production of nickel sulfate from intermediate products like MHP and nickel matte also has environmental benefits. The production of these intermediate products generates less waste and emissions compared to the production of nickel metal, making it a more sustainable option. If you're interested in investing in the nickel industry, there are several stock-listed companies that are active in the field. BHP Group is one of the world's largest mining companies, with a significant presence in the nickel market. They have a diverse range of operations and a strong financial position, which makes them a solid choice for investors. Vale is the world's largest producer of iron ore and nickel, and also has a strong presence in the copper and coal markets. They have a long history and strong track record of delivering value to shareholders. Glencore is a multinational commodity trading and mining company, with operations in a wide range of commodities including nickel. They have a strong focus on sustainability and a strong financial position. So, to summarize, the demand for nickel from the battery industry is expected to significantly increase in the coming years due to the increasing demand for EVs and the advantages of nickel-rich batteries, making it a great investment opportunity. The preferred method of producing nickel sulfate has traditionally been to dissolve nickel metal in sulfuric acid, but intermediate products like MHP and nickel matte are becoming more popular due to their cost-effectiveness and sustainability. The production of these intermediate products generates less waste and emissions compared to the production of nickel metal. If you're interested in investing in the nickel industry, companies like BHP Group, Vale, and Glencore are active in the field and worth considering.